How do high S's avoid conflict at work? By helping others. S's are always super helpful and super kind. So when people come up to them and say, "Hey, Sally, can you do this for me?" Their answer is like, "Absolutely, 100%, I got you." And then Bob will come up to them and say, "Hey, Sally, can you help me with this little PowerPoint presentation to make sure everything looks good?" Sounds great. Awesome. Be glad to help you. And so from that perspective, a high S is going to be full of energy and enthusiasm on the inside. They don't necessarily express it on the outside. But when they are helpful and kind and cheerful with others, they're building relationships and building advocates within their organization so that when stress comes along for them, they will be more likely to ask for help from others. But typically, the S's are the ones who love to be the helpful ones. However, for those S's, they do love to help, but in helping others, sometimes they suffer from analysis paralysis at work. So conflict comes from them in terms of not knowing who to help first or where to start. But then if Sally and Jim and Bob and all these other people ask them for help, they can get stuck in terms of, well, who do I help first? And I've got my own things I have to do. And so they get into this analysis paralysis mode. They don't know who to help first or what project to do first. So how do we alleviate that? Make sure that the S's in your organization, whether you're working with them or for them, know what's on the plates of the people that they're working for. So in your department, know who's reporting to who and what time they're supposed to be doing this and what their parameters are, what's their job description looking like in terms of what they have to do on a daily basis, because the S's want to do that and help everyone. And they just don't necessarily have the capacity to do that all the time. So help them to prioritize those things. Here's what has to come first. And then if you have extra time, then you can go help Bob, Sally, and Jim. So in summary, your high S's love to help people, but they can get analysis paralysis. So don't put too much on their plates because the high S will want to serve everyone and anyone all the time. Make sure you know who they report to, what they're supposed to do, and your S's are going to be happy because they can then do the things they're supposed to do on their list every day. And if they have extra time, that's when they can get their heart involved and they can help others. If you'd like to learn more about emotional intelligence and how you can use it to improve your personal and professional relationships, check out the description below for a link to my top 5 frequently asked questions about EI when I'm traveling around the country and around the North American continent, discussing emotional intelligence and how we can use it to better communicate and build better relationships. Thanks so much.